Alright, if everything's going well, I should both be live and recording. If you haven't already figured out from the title of this stream, we are going to be doing some Orcs Must Die Endless modes now, and I'm going to go until I lose. And we're going to be playing on Crossfire, a map that we were originally failed on just because I wanted to close the app overnight. So, let's get right into it. I got all my streaming supplies with me. I've got a bottle of water that's almost empty, and I've got a full, well, is it a full block? It's not as full as it once would have been, but I've got a block of Black Forest dairy milk chocolate. I don't know when I'm going to bust that out. To be quite honest, I don't really feel like eating while streaming anyway, so we'll see how that goes. But if all is well, I am both recording and streaming, and for those that I am recording for on a YouTube video for later, it should be you should be able to see chat, hopefully. And I know I can see chat. Yep, okay. Twitch on my phone has just told me I can manage Twitch through my phone, which is very handy to know. And yeah, so let's have a look at what we can do here. Spike walls are a very big yes, I think. So we're going to try and keep those. The arrow walls, a little bit less so. They're not necessary, I don't think. The tar is definitely necessary. The spring traps are necessary. These two are relatively necessary. But we do need a swinging mace. But do we need anything else? We haven't fully upgraded our spike wall yet, but everything else is fairly alright. We should really upgrade the spore mushrooms too, because that's our late game stuff. But I think overall we've got a good layout here. So, for those of you who have not played Orcs Must Die 1 or 2, or ever heard of the series before, you might have heard of 3 because that came out a little while ago, fairly recent compared to the others. But essentially, Orcs come in through there, they're trying to get here, and whoa, sensitivity's a bit much. Let's see if we can just take that down a little bit more. There we go. And there's another door and another exit on the opposite side. So, if you're wondering how we're going to make this happen, essentially we've got barricades, and we're just going to block this side off completely.
This flimsy waist-high wooden barricade will stop.
Now, normally in Orcs Must Die 2, these guys wouldn't care. They'd just, geez, that sensitivity is still way too high. I almost just walked into acid. A little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. Normally, the Orcs wouldn't care. They'd just be like, oh, there's a barricade. It's blocking our path. Destroy it. But, because there's a second path for them to take, where they can go up here, around here, across the top, and then around the bottom here, all the way down, and through here, and still reach this same portal, then we're all good. We haven't blocked off their options too much, and they can still get through. So, ooh, I just realized we might be missing something vital. Oh, but I don't really want to ditch anything to buy it. Okay, so essentially, we've got spike walls instead of void walls. So that could be interesting. Let's see how the how different it turns out. So we're gonna want to put up these swinging mace traps because they are essentially infinite damage, because they are constantly in motion compared to others. But yeah, okay. So we'll set this up first. God damn it! I keep second guessing myself. Alright, first we're going to set up this side, because this is the side we don't have as much control over. But if we limit how many come through here, then
that's going to leave a mark.
That's pretty good for us. Okay, we can't fit any more of those in, that's fine. And then over here, we're going to have spring traps, not to fling them into the acid or over to that side, but just to fling them backwards. Because we found out last time this was a pretty damn good strategy, weirdly. Because you fling them all the way back there, and then they run pretty much back to the same spot and get flung again. So, I think this will be our setup to start off with. And basically, we only have to guard this area, because they can either come through here if they're coming over from that side, or they just come straight in, so we're defending either way. Let's get this started. Alright. And I'm pretty sure I've turned my mods off. Yeah, okay. God, that would be hectic if we had to do this with mods on. Trying to beat 9 times the amount of regular enemies. God. Admittedly though, it is something I would like to try. Look how nice that is. Just having one enemy at a time just makes things so much more chill. Like, having experienced the 9 times Orcs mod, and just going back to normal, this feels so much nicer. Not gonna lie, this is so much nicer. Sadly, we do have to spam click once again. Alright, do this. If you jump and then activate your ring of lightning, it can hit both layers, both top and bottom. So that's a little cheat I picked up playing on this map before. But obviously it doesn't help out too much. It's just a slight little bit of assistance. But we're going to try and get up our swinging maces as soon as we can. And we're going to try and start with the upstairs part as to take out as many orcs from this side as possible.
Keep it coming!
Because if they're just gunning straight for us, we can handle that. But if they start stacking up with orcs from the other side, that's going to be a little bit more of a pain. Okay, we got archers. That's fine, that's cool. They can have archers. We've got the Ring of Bloody Lightning, so
Kill streak
evens out. Come on. Oh, those traps should do fairly well. Honestly, the Ring of Lightning is so broken. I love it. Being able to chain multiple enemies in one shot is just too good of a weapon to pass up. Damn it, I walked straight into that one. Sadly, it gets weak pretty quickly in this game, especially with the harder enemies that pop up very quickly. But for now, it's going to be amazing. I just wish this stone staff was spammable. Honestly, I miss the mod where I could just hold left click and it works. Alright, so now that we've got our swinging mace lined up, I think that right side is okay on its own.
right there. That's
So we'll start setting this up now. So we want our swinging mace, and then right underneath it, if we can help it, 3 lines of tar to slow them down. So most traps in this game do have a cooldown feature. So for example, you'll see the spike walls and the spring traps will activate, and then you can see the little bar at the top there slowly refilling, and when that maxes out it can activate again. This is one of the few traps in this game that is constantly active. It takes its time, but it's always swinging. Always swinging. So we don't have to look after this trap, we don't have to worry about it, it's just gonna work, and it'll be great.
Party's starting, and you're all invited!
Alright. The only thing about the swinging mace trap is that you have to try and time it so that they're not all swinging at once. Just because that makes it a little bit less efficient. If, for the most part, things are or are not swinging simultaneously. There we go. Beautiful. Come on. Yeah, once we get the tar set up over that side as well, it'll be nice. Okay. trying to run past us, but we ain't letting them yet. Not that we would let them. There's just some things in this game that are out of our control, including, but not limited to, speedy boys running past us. Ooh, like this. I'm a relatively good shot, so for the most part, speedy guys are not going to be a problem, but you never know. Later, very much so. Stop it. Stop it. Problem solved. Everything's on the left side, right side now. Damn it. Okay, I said I was a decent shot. I didn't say I was a good shot, so if I miss, please don't make fun of me. Okay. And boom. There we go. Right. We really need a second swinging mace. But
Bring it.
we're a little bit poor at the moment. But that's fine. There's our money. Just needed to murder a few more for it. It's all good. And then that'll swing back. And then this one will swing.
Here, under the swinging mace.
Alright. I'm really trying my best to actually get this sorted early, just so that we don't have to pay attention. Because if you get a good enough strategy in the early game to make you a lot of cash. Oh, Calcus, welcome. I just realized. How you doing, man? Okay, we good, we good. So, if I'm lucky and everything is working smoothly, like I know the game's a little bit here or there, but hopefully if everything's running smoothly, you guys on YouTube should be able to see the chat also. But that'll be after the actual recording itself. I'll put it in afterwards. Game volume is a touch too loud. Alright. We can turn that down. Whoops. Wrong area. That better? I think that should be better. So you just woke up. Damn. What time is it where you are, Catechus?
Oh, it's about to get real.
I think that should be better for the volume. Like, I can still hear it fairly well in the background, but yeah, it should be better now. Way better. 6:35 AM. Damn, this is early for you. You're like the complete opposite for me. For me it's 6:35 PM. Interesting. Okay. Alright. Damn. I hope I didn't wake you up. You usually wake up at this time? Because this is... like, I usually wake up at 6, but that's because I need to start leaving the house by, like, 7. So, I take an hour to, like, wake up, get dressed, have my breakfast, shower, whatever I need to do. Oh. Jeez. These guys got close. But yeah, like, I'm used to waking up at 6. Yeah? That's normal. Alright. So, we could be doing a lot better here, but we're also not doing too bad at the same time. My main concern is probably the right side, because we haven't paid it too much attention except for those first initial traps we put down. Okay, and there we go, Mr. Moneybags coming in clutch. Now, do we put down another one? I think we start beefing up the traps on the other side, to be honest.
Killing season.
So if we start putting some tar traps down, we can sort of checkerboard them, keep them open for more spring traps. Oh. Okay, almost let that guy through. You joined the Discord. Yeah, I think I did see that. I think I saw you join the Discord. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. So, for any of you that didn't know, I have started a Discord. It'll probably be in the description of this video on YouTube. And for anyone currently watching on Twitch, you can feel free to join. I think I've only got the Discord links on YouTube, but I will post it on Twitch as well. Damn, these speedy guys, they're the main problem. I just don't know how to deal with them yet. I think I'm going to have to go with more swinging mace. Oh, come on. Thank you. More swinging mace on the other side. Because otherwise, those guys will not be dealt with in time. And even this guy, damn. He is a beefy one, and he's gotten way too far for my liking. Unless we start putting down spore mushrooms this early.
Dibs on the skull.
But yeah, when I was doing my last stream, I think it was a guy called Tubbs. He recommended that I start up a Discord, and so I did. It's nothing special, but it'll do for now, and then hopefully with people's input and recommendations, I can make it better. Oh boy, sappers. So, if you don't know what sappers are, they're essentially the fast guys, but they have explosive barrels on their back. And they aim to blow up your barricades. Now, we don't have many barricades, but the one we do have lined up there is basically just the entire reason we can stay chilling on this side of the map and not have to worry about outside. So, if they blow it up, that is not good. So we really need to think about how to deal with fast guys on that side. Okay, but I think we're in the clear. I don't think there'll be any more sappers coming out. Oh yeah, man. Go get your breakfast. It is really early in the morning for you. Okay. I've always found that fascinating though. Like, all the statistics behind when people stream, like what time zones people around the world would watch in. Because I always assume that, like, if I did streaming like I am, then for the most part, people that are awake or actively watching the stream would be from Australia, where I'm from. But I'm pretty sure demographics show otherwise. Alright, but these guys are not going to die anytime soon, just because trolls have regenerative powers, and so they will start healing themselves after not taking damage. So you really need to teach them a lesson and actually finish them off. Hopefully later, though, they can become a key part of our strategy to absolutely slaughter everyone. Alright. So let's just see how well these guys get through our traps. You know? So, they get slowed down. Okay, one dead. Oh, so we did manage to take out one. If we did have more of these swinging mace traps, then we'd be better off, but no harm, no foul. We will eventually get more. Oh boy. Here's our lovely friend, the Gnoll Hunter. Gnoll Hunters love to kill heroes, i.e. me. So, if you see one, you gotta deal with it quickly, because they're gonna aim for you or any of your companions that you place down. We don't have any companions, so that's fine. But if we did, they'd be in danger. And the scary thing about Gnoll Hunters, or the most scary thing, is probably the fact that they can run over barricades and not really care about them at all. Because they're not going towards the exit, they're going for you. The fastest way to you is to ignore all your barricades. I think get me wrong, it's still the fastest way to the exit, but the rest of the orcs don't really realise that. Hey, can you shoot me from up there? Come down here and shoot me like a man. Or a woman. Or an orc. I guess you'd shoot me like an orc. Alright. Ogre goes bye-bye. I also didn't realise that I'm not sure if this is the case, but I think that clips or videos aren't automatically uploaded to Twitch.
Who wants more traps? I do!
After you've gone live. I'm pretty sure you have to upload them yourself afterwards. I didn't realise this, and I just figured my recent streams would actually be put there automatically, but that is not the case, I have found. Is that a coin? It is too. Alright, hand it over. Need as much money as we can get in the early game. Honestly, I should have probably replaced one of my items with a coin trinket. That's my bad, to be quite honest. But that's alright. So, if you didn't watch me try and complete this map last time, I think we got to 40 something, which is pretty damn good because you get the sort of high score of 5 skulls once you reach 40. So everything beyond that is just flexing. I think we got to 50 something actually. Alright, so as you can see, that Knoll Hunter ran straight over the barricades and is right behind me. There we go.
Acid burn!
I really want that coin, but... Okay, we're good. Alright. Go. Earthling sorted. Troll. Get sorted. Other guys. Also sorted. Okay, things fine. Everything's fine. Everybody over there is slowly being dealt with or slowly coming this way to be dealt with by me. Could you guys stop trying to snipe me from up there? Seriously, give me a break. But yes, we seem to be doing alright for now. Do not. That's just rude. Alright. So if we put another one of these up here, we need to time it so that it's out of sync with this one. So back, then forward, then back, and then... That's actually pretty good timing. We like that. Alright, so let's keep it going. Keep it going. Yep, keep it coming. Just like our lovely little hero here says. Now, we are on wave 10. That doesn't... Unlike BTD 6, there's no sort of easy way to figure out which waves are difficult and which waves are not. BTD 6, it's a more bird's eye view, so you can kind of see what you're coming up against. But with Orcs, it's a little bit more difficult, a little bit more subtle. But there is still some notorious rounds that we all know and hate, like round 63 and round 78 on BTD 6. God, they're pains. Honestly, they'll kill you more than the Moab rounds will. It's honestly that bad. But, luckily for us, the difficult round is going to be coming up relatively soon, but we do have some countermeasures in place that will make it a little bit easier for us, and that is the knockback spike walls. I've underestimated them before, but recently I've found out just how amazing they are, because they knock back everyone. And I mean everyone. Every single big enemy gets knocked back. It's amazing. Alright. Mr. Moneybags is also dead. Mr. Moneybags is an endless mode exclusive enemy. He'll just drop $1,000. Just a fat $1,000. And he's just, realistically, he's just there to keep you updated with all your traps. Because otherwise, Orcs would not give nearly enough coin to actually give you a decent protection of traps. Alright, so let's try and place 2 more of these spike... Are they called spike balls? Ceiling... thing? Okay, so activate, 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 activate,
I
now.
like this one.
Alright, and then this one can be a... No! Oh, I put that in the wrong spot. Oh god! I'm dumb. Alright, so we did just lose 2 lives because I let myself get caught up in the slight misplacement of a trap. That's entirely my fault. But we're not doing that bad. We do have to worry about Earth Elementals and Earth Lords. They are by far the biggest pains in this game. Especially the Earth Lords. They will split into Earth Elementals and all the way down to these little guys here. The small chips that you get with your Happy Meal. What I like to call. Alright. Alright, everything else is a threat coming from the other side, so let's just deal with those as they get here. Really? This Earth Lord has taken like no damage. That is not cool, man. We need to like die now. Okay, that was weird. How did that one get through? I'm pretty sure the enemies were on the other side. Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'll accept it. Somehow that guy got through. I need to figure out how, otherwise I'm just gonna lose. But somehow my defense has got a bit of a hole in it. But that's fine. In this game mode, lives don't matter until you've lost them all. So, just like BTD6, if you've got 1 life, it doesn't matter, so long as you protect it completely. Or at least in this case until round 40. Everything past round 40 is basically free play. So let's put up a defense.
I almost feel bad for the orcs.
So these are the spore mushrooms. They're pretty much going to be our late game if we get there. Essentially, if an enemy touches the spore mushrooms, they're going to turn onto our team and start fighting our enemies. Now, the reason this is amazing is because big guys like the swamp troll coming up will probably get through, and so if we kill everybody else coming up around him and behind him, then we've got a pretty good chance to get him as our teammate, and trolls can regenerate health. So if we just bait this guy into coming and attacking us, now he's on our team. What a fine addition he will make. There we go. And now we just eliminate the rest of the competition. Easy as. Alright. This side's looking pretty good. But they are leaking a few up here. But that's okay. I'm just worried because apparently something's getting through the defense. And I don't know what it is. Is it that? No. So they're not being flung that far. They're not that crazy. But they are still getting through somehow. So we're going to have to figure that out. But for the most part, we can start fleshing this part out so that regular enemies don't really get through.
Filling Orc dreams of flight since 11:39.
Let's just keep it going. We've already spent all our money. We've still got our friend on our team here. You'll notice on the map he's now a green dot if I move him. There you go. So he's a green dot. So he's most certainly friendly. He's not going to betray me. So that's all good. Don't know very much about this game, but it looks fun. It is pretty fun. It's basically like BTD6 if it was in first person and you got given guns as well as traps. Or like towers. So basically you've got all your different types of enemies or all your different types of balloons. They've all got stupid things they can do or they have resistances against. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, it's a really fun game to play, and it's probably really cheap at the moment on Steam. Like, it's honestly not that expensive of a game, and you'll get loads of fun from it. You've got like a full campaign, you've got multiple difficulties, you've got some DLC if you want to buy it. You've got daily challenges, weekly challenges, or you can do like the endless mode like I'm doing right now, where you can literally just go as far as you want to. That wasn't good. He kind of just got flung down here. I'm thinking I need to sell this